Hey, what's going on, dudes? It's the Dr. Blue, and today I'm joined by the man, the myth, and the sensei, Lord Knight. How you doing, my man?
What's going on, dude?
Glad to have you. Thank you for joining me, especially during this coronacation.
The quarantine, I mean, we all got it, right? So there's nowhere else to go anyway, right?
Yeah, there's nowhere else. So we're both running base Vegeta. You've picked him up in Season 3. How is he treating your team?
It was a good pick. I mean, I played him at the end of Season 2, actually, for like the last couple of weeks of Season 2.
Yeah.
It wasn't like that serious, but I tried Kefla before him, and I think she's good, but I wasn't really feeling her, I guess. So he helps out a lot. I actually don't know what to do with that when it happens.
Nice. There we go. So what kind of strengths didn't you see in Kefla that you wanted for your main team?
So last year I actually played Bardock, GT, SJ Goku after Evo. You know, I know it's a really hated team, but I was like, it has to be done. But I actually found a pretty serious issue with that team that is really not stated that much, and that team, you don't really have mix-ups unless you hit them. And I kind of felt the same about Kefla with what I was running. And I didn't want to play like a dedicated block assist. I wanted a neutral assist. So base Vegeta is okay, way more.
What did he just do?
I'm not meaning for that to look that way. But base Vegeta is way more flexible with block stun than Kefla is, and his neutral is better.
Are you still one of those people that subscribes to Kefla being an underexplored S tier?
I mean, she's definitely S tier.
Oh yeah?
I don't think that's a mystery. It's just that she's a little bit greedy.
Greedy as in how so?
Like, you have to build teams specifically with like her in mind. You can't just like put her on a team. That's a pretty common theme in this game. Like, I thought Trunks was S tier last version, like S minus, but he's like mad greedy in Season 2. Like, you have to play really specific stuff with him for him to be like the absolute best that he could be.
Yeah. In fact, I remember briefly during my time as I would scour the nets looking for top tier Trunks play, I think in Season 1, and I think you were one of the only people that was playing him. Is that true?
In Season 1, yeah. I played him until like a month before Summit. Actually, Trunks is the reason why I was able to play the game. I thought the game was garbage, right?
Okay.
And then I was like, well, you know, let me play my boy Trunks. And the initial problems I saw with the game, he fixed like all of them. So I was like, okay, I'll just play him. This is fine. The game's fun. But when I was thinking about Summit, I was like, I can't like bullshit. Like, I gotta pick Cell. Like, they're all playing Cell, so I dropped Trunks. Maybe a mistake, but I try him every patch.
Now, is that the Summit of Power where everyone met at a house? And like, there's a lot of mythology around the collaborative like FGC and how they train together, especially the American branch. Do you feel like there's still a community during like this cool, nice block strings? Do you feel like there's still a community like during this time when nobody can go to tournament?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, people talk online, people still net play, their net play tournaments. I almost smoked you.
Yep.
I was trying to end your life. Yeah, like, there's still online tournaments. I don't play Dragon Ball online tournaments, really. But I play a lot of Grand Blue, Fantasy vs.
Dude, I have seen you loving Catalina in that game.
Yep. That's what LK stands for, bro.
Loves Catalina.
Of course, people still talk on Twitter. They're sharing tech and stuff. A lot of people are in the lab still. People still making content. So like the scene itself, I mean, it's fighting a community, right? So half of it is about the game, half of it is about the people who play. So I'm not really worried about the community like at all.
You know, that's actually really good to hear, because a lot of people would like to take the pessimist route and say, hey, there's no like way for the community to develop a meta. There's no person to copy, and I've even seen you have touched on that topic a few times on your channel, where like people like to parrot and mimic. And case in point, you and I are both playing base Vegeta, whether he's our favorite character or whether he's just super dirty. Like, people like to pick the top tiers.
Yeah, I mean, meta, if you're talking about just meta, I would say the main thing is like, it's kind of true.
Yo, that Trunks assist is so good for that option.
Oh, I know. I mean,
that was good. That was good.
When I saw he got the beam, I was like, it might be time to bring my boy back.
Yeah.
But like, as far as meta stuff, like, you do actually need tournaments for that, but you can still figure out what's good if you could, oh, I dropped the easy part.
I love seeing you do the tricky stuff, but that's great.
I had no assist, that was a good match. Oh.
Ooh, yeah, big drops.
Let's do this now. Easy combo.
Yo, there we go. That's sick. That's so good. So speaking of YouTube grinds and like the meta like still being cool with the community, there's a few YouTubers I've seen that are basically known as pro players, but they're really putting in the work to get in the algorithm. Like TheKillSage is posting quite a lot, but I don't think anyone is posting as regularly right now that's used to being on the circuit more than you. Can you talk about like how you got into this grind?
So, first of all, I take full credit for that's me. TheKillSage is me. I'm taking 100% credit. Sage, if you watch this, I mean, he will not say no, by the way. That is me. 'Cause I'm like, bro, you stream for like 10 hours a day for like 500 people, and you're not out. Like, what's wrong with you? So like, I've actually blown him up. I've been blowing him up. But he listens. He listens. And I'm really happy for his growth. Honestly, like last year, my friend just blew me up really bad. He's like I had some real talk with my friend about like fighting games in general. And oh, you really tried that on me, bro. Come on.
Yeah, I did.
I've been playing online like for the past month. You know how many people tried to do that to me?
At least two. At least
two. Oh, you didn't manage. Good. Yeah, but my friend just gave me some real talk about like what to do, you know, and like I really listened to that kind of stuff, and it just started with like, I bet you won't upload like 3 days a week for like 2 weeks, and I was like, bro, if you didn't think I won't do this, then like you don't know me.
You don't even know. Well, it seems like people have really enjoyed what you have to say. Like you bring a completely different flair to what we're used to, you know?
I do know that like some of my thoughts on games are pretty unconventional, I guess, but it really does come from like, oh, you know me. Pay attention. It really does come from like, you know, just extrapolating like what the situations and what happens in matches and stuff like that. You know, like, oh.
I'm not gonna go for that reset again, I promise you.
I mean, I definitely made it a habit to like, cause some people really be going for these like super cheeky kind of resets, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Like this. Ooh. Oh, can you believe? Yeah.
No.
Alright, there we go.
I'm actually kind of bad at talking and playing at the same time.
Dude, don't worry, same here.
When I was playing, I'm like, whoa.
Well, the thing about it is like, when I started this channel, like, I come from a musical background. Like, I was a touring musician for the longest time. And I actually had a friend who was super into streaming, super into doing the YouTube grind. And he got pretty well known. He actually passed away.
Really?
So I kind of started to do it in, like, his memory. Also, because anything he could do, I was like, I can do it better. So it's like a way to remember him, but also to pay tribute. And the cool thing about it is, he said one thing to me and one thing only, which is actually the reason I subscribe to you. No matter what you do, post every day. Every day. Even if like you've run out of ideas. Oh my god, what base Vegeta am I? Usually I'm blue. I swear I'm usually blue. I was like, why am I jumping? And so when you upload constantly like that, it's sort of an inspiration. Like, I've been doing this for 8 months. I'm at 3,000 subs, and I come from a completely different realm than the fighting game community. Do you have any advice for people who really want to get into this but think it's quote-unquote too late for them?
Okay, the advice that I figured out on my own is don't watch people who are really good at making videos, because you will get really sad. Instead, watch my videos, or watch like who's somebody who's like really watch like
unshameful shout out.
Yeah, just watch anyone who's like mine, because like before this video, I don't know if the people see it, but before this video, you're doing all these checks and stuff. I don't do any of that shit. I literally just I write like a short like talking points about what I want to cover, and then oh my god. And then I just talk for like a while.
Like it's not scripted at all.
Yeah, it's like it's not scripted. Like I make sure I have like my talking points ready, but besides that, like it's mostly like pretty straightforward
Yeah.
how I do it. So watch somebody who, like, for lack of a better word, is really shitty at making videos, and you feel like you could do it. Like, don't watch like Core A Gaming or something. Like,
Dude,
that guy
Core A
Joe,
Gaming
he's
has some
so
good stuff.
good. He's so good at making stuff. It's so well made. It takes him a long time to make those videos too. He doesn't make those in like 10 minutes or whatever.
No,
but
it's
if you
like
watch that, if you watch that, you won't think you could do it. Like, you straight up will not think that it's possible to make YouTube videos. Or another one is watch content aggregators, because they literally just upload replays. So that will definitely make you think that you can upload to YouTube.
Well, that's also a good point. I've always wondered, what is like the professional opinion around people who just re-upload content that are like...
Most people think it's trash.
Yeah, I was like, hold on, that can't be loved, and also I should have switched out. But I was like, snap it instead.
Actually killed. You had a lot of replays. You could have killed it.
Yeah.
Of course I'm not.
One thing you should know about me is that if it's optimal, I probably won't do it. I probably don't know how yet. But I'm still here.
Yeah.
So
if you could have, you had a lot of bars, and you're in limit break, so happy birthdays are actually easier when you have one character. That's like a subtle thing about limit break, because you're doing more damage, and you already have the extra bar from coming in, so you should almost definitely kill this character.
Anytime. So would you recommend like vanishing there and trying to continue on?
I don't know specifically. There's kind of like universal routes for happy birthday. I'm pretty sure Goku Black could do it. You would just have to learn it.
Yeah, no, I'm all about going into the lab. It's fun. In fact, one of the things that I found that I really liked that translated well from music was loops. I absolutely love making videos breaking down loops, and usually with rhythmic theory, but only because they're so musical, my man. They're so very, very cool, and they're not too hard once you get the hang of it. Like, have you ever found any correlation at all between the loops? Here we go. Between learning fighting games and any other part of your life. Like, I find it with music, but some people find it with food. Some people find it with just sports. Like, how would you explain fighting games to somebody who has no idea what the hell is going on, and they just hear a fight stick and think it's all about pressing buttons?
I compared sports.
Yeah.
A lot. The competition aspect mostly, because you have to, deal with winning and losing, being like really true to yourself, like understanding like why are you winning, why are you losing, creating realistic goals, planning on like what to do with your time, because it's really, fighting games are really about what you choose to do. So
yeah, if you
aren't like really honest with yourself and stuff, or you don't plan well, I'm going, no, that's not much. Just jump, I guess. I actually used to play music too, probably not as seriously as you though. I was just like,
oh really? Where'd you play?
I played saxophone.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's sick, dude. I always wanted to play woodwinds, but could never get my lips to do the buzzy thing, dude. Never.
Yeah, saxophone was sick. My dad likes saxophone. He doesn't play it, but he likes it, so I picked it because he liked it.
What style of What style of music did you subscribe to?
Honestly, whatever. Like these days, I mean, I'm kind of not late. I just listen to like lo-fi a lot.
Yo, I've been feeling that.
Game OSTs a lot. Hip hop. I just listen to stuff as long as it's not bad. Like I'll just listen to mostly anything.
All right, so like, bottom dollar, the bar is about to close. What is that one song that you want to come on as you're trying to mac down on somebody?
Oh, at the end? Okay, me and my friends have this meme. You know, like, what is that? What is it, like reggaeton and stuff? So, like, how they all have the same... We used to joke about how they all have the same beat.
Okay.
So that is actually the go-to at the end of the night. For sure. Like, at the end of the night, I'm like, bro, like, when this is playing, you have to. You have to. It's like, doom, 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 doom.
Oh, you can't help it.
You can't help
but move. Yeah, no, you can... Alright, so as the video is nearing its finale, there is one other thing that I want to ask you. You said that you actually had to relearn a good bit of the English language because you spent some time abroad in, was it France?
Yeah.
as your experience as a world traveler and being so young and getting to see a lot of the world because of all these tournaments that you've been a part of, has it made you have a more global perspective as opposed to the United States as opposed to just being like a citizen of one country?
For sure. I mean, that just happens, like, especially with the. Oh, I thought I got you. If like the World Tour last year, for example, one of the best parts was like going to Europe a lot. Like before then, I haven't been to Europe since I was a kid. So
yeah,
like that part was pretty nice. You do learn a lot, like a lot of the stuff that people say or think. Like you just become more. You think more about like what goes on in the world and stuff. Or like, oh, you know, like right now, like while I'm here chilling, like net playing, like my boys in Mexico are doing this, and like my homies in the UK are doing this. Like you think a little bit more big picture.
Yeah,
which is kind of nice.
So the cool thing that like I feel like I have learned from my time abroad, I'm actually still in college. I still do a lot of stuff. Ooh, Trunks, no, bastard. So like my degree is in international business and operations and supply chain management. I also have a dual minor in Arabic. So like I've learned a lot about foreign languages, and like I love thinking about it. And the coolest thing that I've seen people do is take something they love and go do it literally in a foreign country. And for a lot of people that don't get to do that, it's like a dream come true. So as we close this out, like what is your advice to people who have that dream, that like think it's unobtainable? What is like the few things you'd say to them to inspire them?
For just traveling or just anything?
To becoming more of a worldly minded person, especially with something that they love.
Oh, yeah, you should try to travel for sure.
Yeah.
Of course now we're talking about the corona, so we can't, but like no matter what, like even just going, like let's say you're from the States. I'm assuming most of your audience is probably from the States. Even just going to like Canada is gonna like open your mind a little bit. Like you'll get a lot from going to a different place where people's day to day are even like slightly different than yours, like for sure.
Well, I think it's super inspirational, and moreover, I appreciate you being on the channel, man. It's very good to get to chat with you, and I hope that everyone out there that's listening has found your channel well. And more importantly, please guys, go check him out. I'm gonna link him in the description below. Follow his channel. He's a pro player, but he breaks things down for the layman. Is there anything else you'd like to say, man?
I mean, you already built my channel for me, so it's not that much. Thanks for having me. I was actually expecting it to be like this. I thought we were gonna play and then we were gonna talk, so this was actually kind of challenging too at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, good games. Thank you.
Yeah, man, of course. And anytime, feel free to come back on the channel. I'd love to have you again. And for now, I've been the Dr. Blue, guys. Like, share, and subscribe for more content like this, and I'll see you in the next video.